Welcome back, guys, to another video. This is top 5 most underrated wide receivers of all time. Let's get right into it. Hit the like button and subscribe. Number 5, Warren Wells. While Warren Wells was with the Raiders, his quarterback was Gerald LaMonica. He was not even an average quarterback. While he is basically carried by Warren Wells, and it made him better than Johnny Manziel and other bad quarterbacks. Warren Wells was one of the most dangerous wide receivers of his time, and playing only 4 years, he recorded an average of over 20 yards per catch in each year. To add on to, in 1969, he led the AFL in receiving yards with 1,260. He also led the yards per catch with astonishing 26.8 yards, and he finally led the league in touchdowns with 14. Finally, he was top 5 of touchdowns, yards, and yards per catch during all 4 years of his career. This makes him a very underrated wide receiver because he was nearly top of everything, and barely anyone knows him. Number 4 is Harold Carmichael. Carmichael has ended his career with 590 receptions for 8,925 yards with 79 career touchdown receptions. He currently ranks 25th all-time with touchdown receptions, and when he retired, he was 7th all-time. He retired leading the Eagles all-time with touchdowns, receptions, and yards. These records still stand today. He also led the Eagles in all-time in the postseason with touchdowns, receptions, and yards. He also made 4 Pro Bowls and at 6'8", he was the tallest wide receiver in NFL history. Harold Carmichael was selected into the 1970s All-Decade Team. Number 3 is Jimmy Smith, Ravens. Jimmy Smith is third all-time for having most 1,000-plus yard seasons with 9. One of these seasons came from quarterback Byron Leftwich. If Jimmy Smith were on a more popular team, he would have made it to the Hall of Fame. Hines Ward made it to the Hall of Fame, even though he had 3 less 1,000-plus yard seasons. Jimmy Smith is an outstanding wide receiver who should be respected more. Number 2, Isaac Curtis, Bengals. Isaac Curtis had some very good years. For example, in his rookie year, when he recorded 934 yards, and at that time that was very hard to do. Isaac Curtis was a 4-time Pro Bowler from 1973 to 1976. He was also a second-team All-Pro for 3 consecutive years. Finally, he led the Bengals to the Super Bowl when, unfortunately, the Jerry Rice-Joe Montana duo ended their winning streak. Ended their Super Bowl run, I mean. His 16.1 yards per catch was second in Bengals history behind Chad Johnson. His 53 touchdown career for the Bengals was eventually broken by Carl Pickens in the late 1990s. Number 1, Don Hutson, Packers. Don Hutson basically invented modern day routes, like slants, posts, zigs, all those things. He basically invented them, and on nearly everything when he retired in 1945, like stats and stuff. Like, for example, he had 99 career touchdown receptions. He won MVP 2 times and 18 touchdowns in a single year. He's also a member of the Hall of Fame, and no one even knows who he is. He's the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL history, period. This is the most underrated wide receivers because I'm pretty sure the only guy you knew was Jimmy Smith. There's not much else, guys, in here that you know. Don Hutson is one of them. Don Hutson is a really good wide receiver. He invented all these routes, like, let's say, for example, Michael Thomas this year. He led the league in receptions. Most of those passes came from slants, and Don Hutson basically invented a slant. He's like the one that caved routes, made defenses look very bad. And yeah, I hope you agree with my list. If you don't tell me why. I mean, you can't really tell me why. I don't have comments on. And but like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Bye.